Hallo und willkommen zu Lonestar. Gibbous, wir sind eingesperrt.
I'm sorry, I can't do it. Not since the separation.
Haben keine Schuhe mehr, wollen die Slipper nicht anziehen. Wollen unbedingt hier oben durch die Luke durch. Und was wir dabei haben, ist ein Stück Draht, ein Feuerlöscher und ein Tuch. Und müssen jetzt hier irgendwie durch. Und die Standarte kriegen wir irgendwie auch nicht runter.
I never thought I'd say this, but I don't think I'm heavy enough. Me or the stuff I'm lugging around.
Vielleicht können wir den Feuerlöscher da dranhängen.
Yeah, but not in my pocket.
Okay, dann vielleicht erstmal den Draht dran machen.
I don't see a reason to use this wire on the standard. This desk doesn't need wiring. Alright, made a nice little sliding hook thing. Halfway there.
Ah, ach so. Okay, man kann ja hier hoch und runter rutschen.
This rail is really greasy. Either they lubricate it, or these star jamooks are some serious sebum-seeping slime balls. It goes from floor to ceiling. Something could slide up and down on it without much difficulty. It's an enticing ladder to some upper level. It looks very climbable.
Ja, man muss also alles immer mehrmals anschauen. Haben sie auch schon mal als Tipp gebracht.
He'll make it. Don't worry. Sleep tight, little cultist. Don's watching over you. Of course it's locked. Of course.
Und von der anderen Seite noch barrikadiert, wie er keine Ahnung herausgefunden hat. Kann man da durchschauen? Man weiß es nicht. Die Bücher wissen wir auch nicht. Wir haben jetzt hier einen Draht, der kann hier dran rumrutschen und dann können wir auch unseren Feuerlöscher natürlich einsetzen. Und der wird dann hoffentlich die Luke durchschlagen.
There we go. One radical red-hot ram rocket ready to go.
Na, hoffentlich geht das gut.
I'm a natural-born handyman.
Auf jeden Fall.
It's ready, steady, and aimed. Fire! I hope I've done you proud, Mac Viper.
Dann klettern wir doch mal hoch. Ah ja. Ein Teleskop.
An immense rusty telescope hanging intimidatingly overhead. Its most interesting feature, a big, convex magnifying lens. It's too high for me to reach.
Schade.
The inscription above it says, "Here lie in ashes all brothers and sisters foolish enough to think that the stone from the stars chose them to be marked by the haunter." If the inscription is to be believed, those are human remains in there.
Okay.
I have no use for former cultists, in ash form or not.
Wieso eigentlich nicht?
3 light bulbs are lit up on this control panel. They're all red.
Die sollen vermutlich alle mal grün werden.
A delicate and intricate latticework of what look to be matches, surrounding some jagged, shimmering stone and somehow supporting the kind of cannonball what looks like it was made to bring down battleships. I realize how crazy that sounds, yet here it is before me.
Okay, also aus Streichhölzern zusammengebaut, eine Kanonenkugel oben drauf. Ist wohl so eine Art Diebstahlsicherung.
It's made out of matches. 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 Matches.
Ich kapiere wohl den Witz nicht.
A pretty martial-looking cannonball suspended somehow above that glowing rock by some order of matchstick engineering genius. It's probably there as an extra deterrent to anyone wanting to snatch that purple thing below. It looks really heavy. Like, really heavy.
Okay, ist wohl arg schwer.
It's a strange, self-illuminating weirdly angled rock thing.
Ein Trapezohedron.
Its placement and the highly original security system tell me that this dingus must be of some critical importance to these starry knowledge jamooks. I examined the darkened stone altar that held the trapezohedron. Creepy thing. Unusual markings adorned all sides of it.
Ja, jetzt kann er so aussprechen. Trapezohedron.
It looked as though it had been subject to intense high-temperature conditions more than once. I shuddered at the thought of it being sacrificial.
Ja, da wissen wir jetzt auch, wo die Asche herkommt.
Fine dust surrounded it on all sides, gently blown to and fro by the draft coming from the open hatch.
Ja, ob die auch von den Streichhölzern verbrannt wurden. Hier ist ein Lichtstrahl.
These dummies tried their best to tar the windows up, but an intense orange light symbolically shines through. It bathes the crazy matchstick structure in a warm glow that strikingly contrasts with the whole starry death cult thing. Dust motes in the light and everything. Nice.
Ja, hier ist noch eine Schublade.
There's a drawer underneath this urn thing. It doesn't look like it has a lock or anything. Inside the dusty drawer, there was one solitary rusty spoon. Unwritten private investigator wisdom says you never know when you could use a rusty spoon.
Genau, einfach mal einstecken. Ein Löffel.
A spoon. Good for scooping things out. I don't even want to speculate on what these lunatics were using it for.
Ein Tagebuch.
This looks like some kind of diary or log of some kind. Unlike almost everything in this room, it looks new.
Können wir es mal lesen?
Whoa! That seemed to make a lot of things happen at once. Alright, let's see now. October 13th.
It's so hard to get accustomed to the sickening stench of this dreadful fishing town, but apparently it's important to him that we establish our base here, so we just take it. Decorating coming along nicely. No end to the work.
A lot of long and boring entries follow. Seems like some kind of complicated records. Let me skip ahead a bit. Let's see. July 6th.
We're all accustomed to the stench. It's probably imbued in everyone by now. Summoned the Haunter, and he came in flickering form of a tall, swarthy man with skin made of ebony. Ignored my words and asked for the book, then disappeared upon my answer. We must find it, no matter what.
July 13th.
His incomplete form is frustrating. Must find the book. We must find it. That idiot Bright left the hatch open, and Lumen snuck up here into the summoning chamber to try to get the Haunter's mark. What did the fool think would happen? We don't even bother storing their ashes in the urn anymore. Just leave them there as a reminder to anyone stupid enough to try that again.
August 6th.
Sister Halo's matchstick hobby proved to come in handy. Praise the Haunter! I could scarcely believe my senses when at last she finalized the structure and Brothers Bright and Gleam dropped the cannonball on it. Not only did it not destroy what she built, but it lodged itself in the circular space above the stone and is exerting such pressure on the latticework that you can take a shovel to it and it won't cave in. It's good to have some smart people join the ranks for a change. Only she and I know how to breach it and get to the stone, so that should at least keep our numbers from dropping.
August 7th.
Private investigator making waves in Darkham looking for leads on the book. Might be a dark blessing in disguise. We just stay on his tail and track him to see if he digs up any leads.
The book? The Necronomicon? Is that me they're talking about? August 13th.
Rejoicing! It's very possible that the hostess's fetch dog has sniffed out the book. Time to retire him and go for the prize ourselves.
Hostess. Why did that sound familiar? Anyway, that crazily angled stone. I wanted it. If only to get back at these star-obsessed maniacs.
Ah ja, wir müssen jetzt also diesen Stein da irgendwie rausbekommen. Aber es ist gefährlich.
It's the first book in a row. An arcane symbol adorns its cover. I guess it must have some importance to these starry loons for them to display it like this. It's the second book in a row. There's some kind of symbol on its cover, and that's about it.
Ich kann es aber nicht genau
I guess it
erkennen.
must have some importance to these starry loons for them to display it like this.
Vermutlich irgendeine Kombination.
It's the third book in a row. The cover consists entirely of a weird symbol. I guess it must have some importance to these starry loons for them to display it like this.
Ja.
For a second, I considered carrying multiple cultists around in my pocket in ash form. You know, like a conversation piece. Then, I thought better.
Ja, wenn wir jetzt den Altar hier mal benutzen, dann kommen wir eventuell um.
Looks like these cuckoo birds tried to tar up the windows and failed miserably. Why not just buy some shutters or... what am I saying? They're completely bonkers. I've played with tar enough for today.
Schauen wir die Lichter nochmal an.
They're probably indicating that something, whatever it is, isn't active. I think their only use is indicating stuff.
Ah, was soll's.
No idea how they got it up here, but I'm not budging it. That much is obvious. That's some kind of occult scratch. Looks to symbolize that shine rock on the pedestal. It's making me a little uneasy if I'm being honest. It's just a drawing. Eerie, but a drawing.
Also, diese Zeichnung gefällt ihm gar nicht. Probieren wir mal das Buch.
I've opened it at its bookmark. For the butcher is the end of all, and the followers of him who lingers at the night's threshold must keep the slaying one from ever setting eye, or laying hand upon the book. The butcher brings but... The rest is unreadable. The butcher? Huh. That's new. For the butcher is the end of all, and the followers of him who lingers at the night's threshold must keep the slaying one from ever setting eye, or laying hand upon the book. The butcher brings but... The rest is unreadable. The butcher? Huh. That's new.
Okay, dann lesen wir mal das zweite Buch.
I've opened it at its bookmark. It is known that touching the stone from the stars might cast upon a mortal being the mark of the hunter. But none should do it unless prepared to face his cold black flames and turn to ashes and dust. No living soul can know whom the haunter chooses to mark and grant vision beyond time and place. No end to the work. I've opened it at its bookmark. The stone from the stars is a window on all time and space. It is within it that the haunter sleeps while the yellow sun reigns, and it is from its circular gate that the haunter's incomplete form rises when the words are spoken. Nor shall he ever rise in his true form until the forbidden book be by his side. No end to the work. Whoa!
Okay, was war das jetzt?
An immense rusty telescope hanging intimidatingly overhead. Its most interesting feature, a big, convex magnifying lens.
Können wir jetzt durchschauen?
Wouldn't know what to do with it.
Ach komm.
It's held in place firmly by the mattress structure. Quite impressive, and unmovable. The spoon has nothing to do with it. I just want to pick it up. Doesn't look like it needs cleaning. Cleaning it won't do a damn thing.
Aber was machen wir denn mit dem Tuch?
I'll need to take a closer look first.
Ah, wir können die Linse anschauen.
Looks to be quite powerful.
Können wir die Streichhölzer hier zum Brennen bringen und dann fällt das Ding hier runter.
It's a magnifying lens. The convex type. I don't think I can pry it out with my bare hands.
Aber mit dem Löffel geht's doch.
I carefully place the spoon in between the lens and the metal covering and... Voila! The lens was now mine.
Hurra!
I got this convex lens from that huge telescope. It's filthy. Ugh.
So, was haben wir hier? Judging by what I've read, that strange irgendwas thing is of great importance to these lunatics. Tit for tat, they kidnap me and deny me footwear symmetry. I take their precious stone. Mama Ketype didn't raise no pushover. Dann machen wir die doch mal sauber.
I got this convex lens from that huge telescope. It's filthy. Ugh. Alright, nice and clean and letting the light through.
Und hoffentlich ist das nicht unser Ende.
Sweet.
Okay, ich habe mir da jetzt ein bisschen mehr vorgestellt.
It could be red, or purple, or red and purple at the same time. Hard to tell.
Na, hoffentlich ist es eine gute
Shiny.
Idee.
I'm not the kind of Joe what believes in the woo-woo, but this thing gives me a tough run of the heebies and jeebies, while at the same time, kinda calling to me. I really want to get my greedy private investigator paws on that crazily angled stone.
Na dann, hoffentlich geht das gut.
I most certainly did not burst into cold black flames. So much for this numbskull cult's credibility. It did feel, weird. Weird.
Das so eine gute Idee war. Got the stone. Did not expire by touching it, but it feels so strange. Could this weird rock be of any use to me?
It's the crazily angled rock I lifted off these starheads. I hope I'm wrong, but I feel like it's somehow working on me. Damn.
Na, jetzt wird's aber Zeit abzuhauen. Viele Möglichkeiten haben wir jetzt ja nicht mehr.
You can't just throw the rock at the wall with a pitching arm and a prayer. This is the wrong kind of temple for that. Wrapping this thing up won't make it any less freakish. Looks like a healthy crack at it might spell its doom. I'm gonna need something to whack it good if I want out this way. I need something stout and hefty and swung like mad to bring that wall to the ground.
Wir brauchen also irgendeinen Stab hier für dieses Ding. Das sieht ja aus wie ein Hammer.
Nope.
Haben wir irgendwas? Vielleicht nochmal rüber. Schauen wir nochmal in den Junk.
Useless and furthermore gross. Nothing there of any utility.
Ah, was?
The more I look at it, the more it weirds me out. Nothing there that's any use to me. Looks more like a collection of mugshots to me. I don't want any of them around. Ever.
Also, will da nix.
It looks rigid, but not enough that you couldn't pour it. It doesn't have the tubes, in series or otherwise. No way to contact the outside world. Oh, look, it has Jelly Annihilation Epic.
Können wir es mitnehmen?
Distracted is the last thing I want to be right now.
Nein. Die Slipper.
Well, yeah, they do look nice and fluffy and warm. But comfort would just distract me right now. I ain't putting on slippers unless I... Not much to see, but boy, does this sickening fishy smell float in from outside. I ain't getting past those bars without some heavy-duty power tools.
Ja, wir bräuchten nur irgendwie eine Stange oder sowas. Schauen wir uns nochmal den Boden an.
It's really, really shiny.
Was will er mit dem damit sagen?
I'm using it as I speak.
Können wir den
This
Boden
thing looks
benutzen?
too important to be left lying around.
Ja, ich will ja auch die Kacheln einschlagen.
I can't just throw the rock at the wall with a pitching arm and a prayer. This is the wrong kind of temple for that.
Hier ist die Tür. Da sind die Bücher, die bringen uns nichts. Der hat auch nichts. Der Tisch nützt uns nichts.
This thing looks too important to just be left lying around.
Tja. Gehen wir vielleicht nochmal hoch. Vielleicht haben wir was übersehen. Vielleicht können wir mit der Kugel noch was machen.
I think I can pick it up now.
Okay.
I
Doch
have
ein
no
bisschen
use for
Asche.
former cultists, in ash form or not.
Ach komm. Vielleicht können wir die einfach hier runterfallen lassen.
Just carrying a big old cannonball around. Don't tell my chiropractor. Not playing checkers with a cannonball. That would require a cannon.
Können wir die vielleicht an die Standarte binden?
Alright, I am now one cannonball heavier. Let's see what happens. That was a first. And a last.
So. Jetzt haben wir auch die Stange.
It's the former standard. Now it's just a flagpole. It looks really useful.
Mitnehmen. Hat auch gleich die richtige Farbe, damit man weiß, dass man das kombinieren kann.
Anyway you boil it, that right there is your standard garden variety pole. Anyway,
Und jetzt haben wir einen Hammer.
it would almost fit, but it'd be too loose. I need it firmly stuck in there.
Kein Problem, wir haben überall Teer.
Let's get this stick, sticky.
Wie lange sie an dem Witz wohl gearbeitet haben? Jawohl. Schon haben wir einen
Made this
Hammer.
bad boy out of a crazy rock from the stars and a sticky stick, as the kids might say. I've gone hard in the paint, or something.
Ja, something. Dann wird es mal Zeit für Schwerstarbeit.
There's just one thing I want to say before I do it.
Okay. Ja. They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Freedom is what we do with what it is done to us. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. The only way to deal with an unfree world is to become so absolutely free that your very existence is an act of rebellion. Naja, klar.
Hammer time!
Oh, jetzt hat er den Stein verloren. Und irgendwas Seltsames ist mit seiner Hand passiert. Chapter 3. Fischmas.
Alright, you two, here we are. Ugh. Just call me when you need my services. I'm getting as far away from this dump as possible. See yous.
Yeah, thanks. So, here we are, Kitty. Fishmouth. Is this foul, rotting sea life odor in any way mouth-watering to you?
Please, it's sickening, and I'd literally rather be anywhere else right now, but we've got a job to do.
Let's find Finman's before we revisit my lunch and dinner.
Ja, bevor wir uns aber aufmachen, das zu suchen, würde ich sagen, machen wir doch an dieser Stelle ein kleines Päuschen. Und ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen und wir sehen uns das nächste Mal.